What fire springs forth? What bile does bubble? The black moon swings and the sky stirs trouble. By violent ends, we kill the light. Through the shadows, madness beckons. Weird at night.
Freed from the shackles of time and space, we present Weird at Night!
Well, we find ourselves here again at such a strange location, in such a strange time in the history of the world. But is it? Is it by weird leagues? Or is it the perfect time in the history of the world to get goddamn weird, take off our pants, and sew the cosmic fabric of love, light, and inspiration to our shredded souls? And we will! So hi everyone, I'm Patrick Galactic, your silly ass Cosmo host in training, with my cherished companion, Gizmo! Say hi to the Waniverse, Gizmo! What's that? Oh, you need to sing your song so we can start. Hey, Gizmo reminded me, I got reverb on my voice here. Gizmo reminded me that we need to sing the song of the cosmos. And that happens right now. Well, Gizmo's batteries died, so I don't know what to say. But we'll get new batteries in Gizmo. But I am the Gizmo interpreter, so I can speak fluent Gizmish. Everyone, Gizmo demanded it, so we did it. Now we hit it. Well, there's nothing like a little singing to get Patty Boom Boom's caboose in motion. And so, it is now, we begin! And tonight, we begin with Dartone the Third, RaQAnon founder and idiot, who also happens to be an excellent writer. Dartone's been sharing the story of the vigilante lately, and this is called Part 4, The Pins.
He had to break into the surgeon's house. He was the only one he knew that would take the pins out of his arm without calling the cops afterwards. The surgeon was less than pleased to see the vigilante in his house again. Blackmail is a powerful motivator. "You know I could get killed for this," the surgeon complained as he took out the last pin. "You broke the rules of the hospital. You could die tonight or be killed tomorrow. Your choice," the vigilante said indifferently, shrugging off the pain. He came home to an empty house. Again. His wife had left him. Again. At this point, he had spent more time away from his child than with. The longest she had left was 1.5 years. Most of the time, it was about 6 weeks. He started up his physical therapy. He had been here before. He knew how to mend his body. Before he was physically or mentally ready, he was jumping from rooftop to rooftop. He would stop by and look at his wife and child through the window of his mother's house. His mother didn't talk to him anymore, but loved his wife far more than him. They were safe, for now. So at least there is that, he thought. Killing a drug dealer and taking his money was an easy night. Rent and food money in under 5 minutes, he smirked. There was the briefest moment where the vigilante wondered if what he was doing was right. I mean, after rent and food money, he donated the rest, and he was stopping bad people. Right? push that thought down. He had to be right and true. Otherwise, he was evil. No, he couldn't be evil. He never hurt anyone good. Unless you count his child, wife, mother. Neglect is its own kind of hurt. Like most egomaniacs that just want to be a hero but are really selfish, possibly evil, asshole. Maybe we are all evil and just don't know it, he thought hopefully. That way he was still right. He was punishing evil, even if he should be punished himself. That made him laugh. He punished himself enough. He didn't need any help.
Well, he may be a fool in all things weird, but Dartone is dangerous with the pen. Look out, man! And speaking of looking out, are you seeing Weird at Night, baby? Because it's happening right now. We're a surreal sketch comedy by way of art share, by way of amazing showmunity stream. Does that make sense? No? Good. Good. Because that's kind of what this is all about. But fear not, little Debbie. This cosmic calamity ain't no accident. It's an art extravaganza of galactic proportion. Weird at Night is a twice-weekly art voyage through the stars. We love music. We bring the surreal comedy. Weird at Night is like a smoky patchwork quilt with Twilight Zone 90s cable access, Pee-wee's Playhouse, and Reading Rainbow all stitched in. We're astonishingly wholesome for people who say fuck as often as we do here. More importantly than all of that, we're a showmunity. The chat is 100% where it's at. A lot of the stuff we'll be showing tonight was made by people hanging out in the chat. So give thanks to the Queen Most High, because you're chatting amongst royalty. We're gonna hear more from their highness later, possibly. So don't fear the darkness, darling. We're weird. It's night. And you're in the right place. Respect for each other and the flow of the show is essential. Distractors, spammers, you're gonna get ejected by the mod of justice, Alex FMV. Give us a follow, and at some point in the night, I'm gonna sing you a little tune, put your pretty name in the lights. You subscribe, which is so helpful in this unpaid endeavor to deliver abstract amazingness to the masses. We will do that. We will do that. So, I'll put everything down, grab my guitar, write you a 20-second auto-tune right on the spot. So, for now, let's let the art extravaganza begin. So let's start the night off right by wishing everyone a happy Pride Month. However you identify, whomever you love, the LGBTQA community in America and beyond is something we should all, as Americans, be proud of. Without gay, transgender, queer, bi, and non-binary people around me, I can assure you, Weird at Night would simply not exist. I'm blessed to have so many LGBTQA friends. Sorry for the acronym, it just covers a lot. I hope you are too. I'm so grateful for what I've learned and for what I'm continuing to learn about it all. But nonetheless, I'm extremely proud of my LGBTQA friends. I don't know a better way to say that, but no matter what, I'm proud to be a part of it, and I hope you all are having a great Pride. All right, so how are we doing? Let's take a sec to check in. We're always scooting around the ether sphere with so much energy. It can be hard to make time to just say, how the fuck are you? Anyone got some good news to share? Do you? Anyone got something going on they need advice or help with? You can at me in the chat and I'll read them as we go along. But whether I can help personally or not, we have one hell of a community here that wants to support. So at me in the chat, let me know how it's going. I'd love to know. Also, another reminder here about the audacity to ask. Word comes to us from a friend of the show and friend of the community, Julie C., who is very involved with a group called Forever Safe Spaces. They are starting a campaign called the Audacity to Ask, which is a mission to raise $1 million for creative communities, particularly marginalized communities in Seattle. They have a kickoff event this week, June 3rd. That's Thursday, around Vermilion. There's going to be music, art auctions, food trucks, and a whole lot of creative stuff going on. You know we love Julie C. You know we love what she's about. This group is focused on livable wages, rent and utility subsidies, cultural space stabilization, and a whole lot more. So, like I said last episode, this is a great cause. It's on my calendar. I'm planning on being there. I hope I see some of you there too, as well. So, Forever Safe Spaces, thank you very much. And looks like we got some people weighing in the chat. Alex FV says, I need to know how to escape a weighted blanket. Is it possible? Is it not? Well, Alex, it is not possible. Weighted blankets are the tool of the devil, and they will find you, and they will possess you. So you have to be careful. Raised on Rhythm, do you prefer your martinis dirty? Well, great question. I prefer my martinis not to be martinis because I don't drink. But I haven't had a martini in so long, I really don't even know. So, interesting question. Thank you. Thank you, Raised on Rhythm. Okay, coming up. Yeah, buddy. I want everyone in the chat to think of a weird question. Go ahead, take a minute, like actually 46 seconds to think of one, and I'll answer when we come back. We got a ton of cool stuff to share tonight. Including a video from recently featured guest Haunted Horses. We're gonna learn about Dada and Surrealist touchstone Man Ray. Nada and Nina aren't far either, and our friends from Ham Sandwich are going to share the hilarious motivational video about Tyler Tussel. But first, what else?
What? Oh, so you thought it was they thought it was a rap? Nah.
I get it, you got it, we going in crazy. You see me, we bout it. I know it ain't changed, and I'm doing my thing. All the right shit, panning out, man. I'm just speeding my lane. Stunt man, I say nah, but I'm exceeding my claim. Jump man, I say nah, but I'm a beast with the aim. No need to explain. Proceed to the bank. I'm just now starting up, man. Horsepower to the crank. Smoke sour to the face. I get it, you got it. We going in crazy. You see me, we bout it. I know.
God damn, Terry Monstrosity. Look, Terry may have joined React QAnon. He may be confused about their intentions or not, but he's like a really good rapper, okay? So good. Go crush that Bandcamp link, or just go to Terry's website and give him like all of your money. I know that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so let's see. So, Madsy End Times had said something that I wanted to read out loud. And that was, sorry, y'all. When I read the chat during the show, what I'm looking for is the thing I can never find. Okay, Madsy End Times said, I would just like to shout out to all the talented LGBTQA artists in Seattle. They are some of the hardest working performers I've ever seen. Madsy, I absolutely agree with you. That is 100% true. Guilty Art Music. If I have two left shoes, can I still dance? Well, yeah, you just dance permanently left-footed. I mean, you could try to maybe cut off the bottom of the shoe, sew it to the top of the shoe, and then you're right-footed again. Dartone the Third asks, what is my favorite part of starting up in OnlyFans? Interesting question, Dartone. Well, that has been suggested to me like a bunch of times, actually. People who think it would be great if I hosted the show in my underwear on OnlyFans or something. I have not started an OnlyFans account, and I do not plan to, but thank you for asking. Thank you, thank you. Dan Ray in the house. What's up, Dan? Let's see, what else? Anything? Alex FMV, do you ever feel bad about breaking my shoulder randomly in the middle of your day? No, I don't, because you were a vampire and I cured you. You're welcome. Okay. Alex then says, I support Pat getting an OnlyFans, but I will not be there. Yes. No, that cannot happen. Okay. Thank you, everybody. I love the rapid fire questions. You don't have to stop. If you think of more weird shit to throw at me, just keep adding me in the chat, and I'll answer them when we get to the chat break. But now, I've been privileged to be part of some really, I don't want to brag, but some pretty special stuff, okay? Huge concerts. I've spoken on the news. I've spoken in front of courts, mostly for public interest stuff, but that one smartass judge in Tacoma. Never mind. So yeah, I've been a part of some really cool stuff, but this next segment is also one of them. Dan Ray of music journalism website Dan's Tunes returns for a hard-hitting interview with musician Charles Wicklander and his cat, Iggy.
am here in Greenwood to interview Charles Wicklander and his cat, Otis. Let's go find him. Hey, Charles.
Howdy.
Why is there barbed wire?
Oh, the barbed wire. That's a piece my dad made. I think he was like our age.
Oh. All right, Charles. Tell us about this car that we're sitting on.
So this is the truck I learned to drive on. It's a 1962 GMC truck. I drove it when I was a kid. So yeah, it's really fun to drive. It's 3-speed on the column.
What does that mean?
Oh, it's 3 gears. That's on the steering column. Like first, you flick down and towards you. Second is up and away from you. Third is down and away from you. So it's an antiquated kind of shift pattern.
Wait, so it only has 3 gears?
Only 3.
Okay.
And it's not very fast. It could be Ignatz as the featured cat instead of Otis.
Yeah, we'll just go Ignatz instead of Otis.
And oh, there you go.
Sorry. We got music, cooking, and arts. So you're passionate.
Yeah, those are things I like to do.
Okay. All right, well, let's talk about your music a little bit.
Yeah, I got some. I put out some music. I got this solo album I just finished up tracking, so I'm gonna be releasing a music video and a single songs in the music video sometime in the next couple months.
Okay.
Yeah, and the music video does feature one of the old cars. And, my buddy Jordan Tan.
Oh, I love Jordan.
Yeah, from the Wags.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Wags.
Are the Wags still a band?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I jammed with them.
Okay.
I jammed with those guys.
Very- Yeah, Jordan's great.
Yeah, no, Jordan's great. So he and I were just like, let's just go make a desert rock music video. The song's pretty like. We drove 59 Chev out to the Yakima River Canyon. We're just go find this tunnel, film some stuff in it. So we really like walked up this old abandoned road you're not supposed to go up, and
Better to ask forgiveness than permission. Iggy, what's your favorite part about Charles? His hair? Great. What's your favorite part of living on this property? All the trees to get stuck in? Okay, yeah, great. Do you relate more with Simba or Nala? Neither? You're your own cat? Okay, great. Iggy, how do we solve the Arab-Israeli conflict? No comment. What are your thoughts on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict?
Wow. I've always thought that cats were nihilistic and dark, but that is confirmed! That last kitty was Iggy's neighbor Newton. So freaking nice. He had some serious FOMO watching us chase Iggy around. So I want to say thank you so much to Dan Ray and Charles Wicklander for things that I can't even get into right now, like having to reshoot the whole thing. Their patience and the entertainment was awesome. Dan's Tunes, the music journalism website Dan Ray runs, is an incredible archive and up-to-date compendium of many of Seattle's most essential acts. Make sure you check it out. We'll have more as well from Charles, who we're dropping the link to his music in the chat. So make sure you check that out. But I found out more during that shoot that Charles and his father are visual artists as well, and damn good ones. So we're gonna have more from them in the near future. So now that we got the kitty juice flowing, I say it's time for Dance Brew.
Okay.
Goddamn, Fly Moon Royalty, the band's so good we had to bring it back twice. That Fly Moon Royalty-ish is something to fuck with. Go fuck with it on Bandcamp. We drop the links, and that's all you need to know. That's right. But speaking of things you need to know, we all rely on education as the foundation for everything else. We value knowledge. We value insight. We value on-the-ground coverage. And there's no one more on the ground than Nina Wazenkari and NADAMUCHO.com. But before we get to that, we got something really important that I need your help with. Help us rename the Weekend WAN. NADAMUCHO editor Matt Ashworth and I need your help. We're renaming the Weekend WAN to make it a little more search engine friendly, but we're hacks and we have no ideas. None. We're good for nothing. Join us tomorrow at 4 p.m. PT on the Stereo app and help us think of a new name. That is the primary goal of that session tomorrow. So call in the winning suggestion. If we pick your name, you will win a t-shirt and mug from the Shop of Wands. So don't miss it. That's Stereo tomorrow at 4 p.m. All right, Wazenkari, what you got?
Hey everyone, this is Nina Wazenkari, bringing to you NADAMUCHO Newsy News That's New. The immersive Van Gogh experience that wowed fans in London and Barcelona is coming to Seattle in September. Ash Maddie's gonna do us a favor and drop the link in the chat now. Click on that link and get your tickets before they sell out. NADAMUCHO is 100% volunteer driven and has been around since the late 90s. And what we do is we support independent music. We keep you informed on what's happening in art and entertainment. And we have a killer lineup of music that we want to share with you. We'll be dropping the links in the chat for each of these artists, and what we want you to do is click on those links and support those artists directly. This is Nina Wazenkari, and you are watching Weird at Night. Boom.
Urban life is spinning. It's the heart, it's the human hum. Urban life is for living, yeah. More per hour, more to do. After 8, the city saying something. Elaborate. All options are spread again. Would you know my name? I have traveled all the way to try.
Too much of us caught in a rat trap. We have to bust out of that, hey. Too much of us caught in a rat race. We have to bust out of that, hey. They in a contest and a competition. That in this name material suction. If what you got is all you mention, move on, go where I tell you, move on, go where I tell you. Pushing and pulling, juggling, it no stop.
I could write it off, babe, You could make it all okay. I could say you're wrong, you could walk away. Was it something she said? Maybe something he did. I could play along, look the other way.
Weird at Night is presented by Be Your Best. Unless you're better than us, then just fuck right off, okay? We're the best. But you people for the ethical treatment of the extremely wealthy, we cage them, you pay them. Don's long gone lawns. Don takes acid and plays with knives on your lawn, cause God, hey, he's in the grass, man. Use promo code 12977777999-125. Something'll happen. It's 10 smackers, payable in acid, no talking. Keep the kids and pets inside. We've lost a lot of great kids this year. Shitty's Pizza, our oldest and most treasured sponsor. The hospital is next door. If you don't know why you just have a slice, use promo code Why God Do We Suffer. You get a free depubing. It's normally $4.99. Not now. Now, last episode, Shitty's had a different deal. They're back to the depubing thing. Dartone says the pubes are the nourishment in the pizza. I don't know. On the corner of 9th and Nocturnal Drive, just past the memory of your first fully charged smartphone. And bloodstool.com. Need cash?
You need cash in a hurry. We've got spiders, so don't you worry. Visit cashforspiders.net.
Now, the dummies in RAQAnon are not doing well. That makes me happy. Their merch was banned by our producer from the Shop of Wan. That also makes me happy. Blazinspace and Dartone might kill each other with shit. Too far. Okay, but now Blazinspace has a challenge to lay down to Dartone. So I hope you're ready for it.
All right, Dartone, I see how it is. It's either gonna be me or you that leads RAQAnon. And we need to settle this once and for all, because we already know the end result of this is going to be that I am in charge. So I challenge you, Dartone, to a knowledge debate about raccoons and raccoon magic. Better study your shit. I'll see you at the debate. And as a moderator, I nominate our host, Patrick Galactic. Bring it, bitch.
Oh man, now I gotta get back involved with this bullshit. Now I have to weigh in on RAQAnon stuff? Why do I gotta do that? I mean, it's interesting, it's very interesting. But just to follow up on our last episode as well, where Sam Circle was apparently attacked by a goblin bird. We got an artist rendering from TC Blackout, who went frame by frame through our last episode to bring us this likeness. It's insane. But this is the Goblin Bird as described to TC Blackout. So that's what's going on right now. And that's the Goblin Bird as we know it, as best we know it. So definitely stay tuned, because I hope we'll figure out more so we can at least figure out how not to keep pissing the bird off. We'll keep our eyes out for the bird, but in the meantime, no one make any home plans that could have any environmental impact at all. You hear me? It's for your health. But speaking of health, we say on Weird at Night that art is the antidote. Because it is. And as we've traversed through the artmosphere, learning about Dada and Surrealism, we find ourselves at the intersection of Man Ray. If you're not familiar with the work of Man Ray, not related to Dan Ray that I'm aware of, you're about to be. Check it out.
In 1915 in New York, a young painter named Man Ray was introduced to the artist Marcel Duchamp. But Man Ray spoke no French, and Duchamp knew little English, so they played a game of tennis. Duchamp scandalized the art world in 1917 when he anonymously submitted an ordinary plumbing fixture to an art exhibition. This was one of several everyday objects Duchamp presented as art and called ready-mades. The two of them shared ideas, and Man Ray began experimenting, making art from whatever materials were lying around his studio. He had initially taken up the camera to photograph his own work, but now he began making evocative pictures of ordinary objects, in a sense, a photographic answer to Duchamp's ready-mades. In 1920, he photographed a kitchen mixer and an assemblage of objects from his darkroom. He called these two pictures Man and Woman. The two artists produced many works in collaboration, and Man Ray helped Duchamp create his alter ego, Eros et la Vie. But Duchamp returned to France, and Man Ray found himself out of sorts. In 1921, he too set sail for Paris. There he was taken in by a group of poets, artists, and anarchists who admired and embraced his work in ways New York had not. Still, in the midst of this thriving culture of creative thinkers, he struggled to make a living. To support himself, he took up portrait photography. If I'd had the nerve, I'd have become a thief or a gangster. Since I didn't, I became a photographer. The writers, the intellectuals, and artists living in Paris at that time began to seek him out to have their portraits taken. Once, when working in the darkroom, he made an accidental discovery when he dropped an unexposed sheet into the developer. Regretting the waste of paper, I mechanically placed a small glass funnel, the graduate and the thermometer, on the wetted paper. I turned on the light. Before my eyes, an image began to form, not quite a simple silhouette, but distorted and refracted by the glass. Taking whatever objects came to hand, my hotel room key, a handkerchief, some pencils, a brush, a candle, a piece of twine, I made a few more prints, excitedly enjoying myself immensely. They looked startlingly new and mysterious. He named his new creation the Rayograph. He wrote triumphantly to a patron, "I have finally freed myself from the sticky medium of paint and am working directly with light itself." For all their simplicity, the rayographs powerfully evoke space and movement. He orchestrated complex compositions, often making multiple exposures for a single picture, and coaxed mysterious shadows out of ordinary objects. Over the next decade, he made hundreds of photos in this manner and conducted other experiments in the darkroom. I deliberately dodged all the rules. I mixed the most insane products together. I committed heinous crimes against chemistry and photography. Man Ray once said he set out to violate every rule in photography. Throughout the 20s and 30s, he continually pushed the frontiers of the photographic medium, achieving works of rare beauty and strangeness. He applied his talents to portraiture, fashion, and advertising. Along the way, he opened new avenues for creative photography and produced some of the most memorable and iconic pictures of his time.
Wow. Wow. Man Ray. photographer, started out as a portrait photographer, had it explained to him what photography is. And then he set about determining how to undo all of that. My main takeaway from that video is, no one thought that this was art at the time except the ones making it, like Man Ray, like Duchamp. Did you hear what he said? He accidentally discovered a process that he enjoyed and then had fun making art and expressing himself in a different way. He loved what he was making because it was fun. That's where art starts and ends, friends. Genuine inspiration, no matter what anyone else says. We've got more to say about Man Ray very soon, and you know we will. All right, but you know this is a spot in the show where I tell you how much I love Converge Media, because I do. I'm gonna tell you to head over to their website, check out what they do, and consider making a financial commitment to support their coverage. Like I always say and will say again, Converge keeps me right on the edge of what's happening in my community with heart, perspective, and wisdom. Make sure you check it out.
I did it for the city, I did it for the love, I did it for the people, I did it for us.
Back on this rap-ish, I ain't even broke a sweat, homie, this practice. Pondering my next move, staring at my track list, hope I ain't miss my window. Praying like a Baptist, Seattle's own, tired of this Game of Thrones. They made a list of the best rappers and guess who wasn't on? While the disrespect continues, I'm steady packing these venues.
As I've said the last few episodes, if you do it for the love, you're always doing it for the right reasons. So don't ever forget it. Big shout out to Amari, Trey Holiday, and the rest of the crew over at Converge Media. Now, some of you also shouldn't forget about is our Discord, because we have a lot of amazing conversations there. Most of them happen directly after the show. Tonight, my intention is when the show's over to join the Discord about 10 minutes after the show and to be on there for about an hour. That's always my intention. But however long it goes, I'm here for it, baby. We've had many 2-hour Discord hangs and even 2 3-hour ones. It's like chilling in the green room after a show. So make sure you come hang out with us. It's a lot of fun. We just kick around ideas. We do a little workshopping. It's a lot of fun. We're talking about the app Discord. Talking about it makes me think of the word Discord. The reason? Well, this video from Haunted Horses is discordant, druggy, and absolutely fucking awesome. We previewed this track recently on NADAMUCHO Newsy News, and now we have the full video. This is Haunted Horses and their track, The Worst. Haunted horses. Holy fucking shit. That was amazing. I loved it. Loved it. Loved it. I definitely get suicide vibes from that. The band, not actual suicide. But I'm super into haunted horses and strongly recommend you go check them out as well. Go check out their links, buy some music, and give them a follow. Something tells me we'll probably have them back before too long. Now, I want to check in again because at the beginning of the show, I asked how we're doing. And I think what I actually needed to do was say something to all of you. And this is just a moment for us all to let our hair down for a minute. Now, I make this show. I'm a zany, crazy, off-the-wall kind of person, right? But I'm also a depressive, okay? I also have dealt with depression my entire life, okay? And recently, I went through a bit of a depressive spell. And it kind of came out of nowhere. It didn't really seem to be about anything particularly, but that's the nature of depression. It's literally depressing your body. So, I was able to kind of, work through that process. And in my case, that's kind of just part of the deal. You kind of just got to get through those moments. But I guess in saying all of this, what I want to say to all of you is that if you're feeling depressive or if you're feeling let down by life on some level, I get it. I understand. I go through it too. So I'm just trying to let you all know that no matter how many smiles you may see on my face, no matter how many times I may, there is a real person in here too, okay? And that person loves you all and is here for you the way you're here for me. So thank you. And speaking of following, Not For Sale is generally leading the charge when it comes to his insane musical productivity. So many releases in the time we've been doing WAN. Just go check out his whole discography or even buy it. But for now, enjoy the jams. Not For Sale. Very nice, very nice. Want to say a big thank you to Bloom offering our last couple episodes, providing our dream break, and what a dream break it was. Thank you so much, thank you so much. Also want to say big thanks to the community for having my back in the chat. Really, really appreciate that. I love you all so much. And once again, this isn't a cry for help. These are acknowledgements that we deal with these things, and most of us are creative types, and I think creative types generally tend to deal with an ebb and flow. And so for me, I know that's just kind of baked into the cake, and I'm just gonna have to deal with that sometimes. But it's important for me to deal with myself and to stay on top of my stuff too. So reach out. Don't be a stranger. If you need to talk to anybody, you can talk to me. I do get it. I do love you all. You mean the world to me. So just putting the love out to the community tonight. Take care of yourselves, okay? All right. So we still have the gift of Tyler TUSSEL left to unwrap. But before we do that, we're going to do an auto write. Now, what is an auto write, you might be asking? Well, an auto write is where we all, in the chat, I count down from 10, and as I do, you simply try to clear your mind and go as blank as you can. Don't think about anything if you can help it, okay? When I say go, we all start writing in the chat. I'm gonna let that roll for about 30 seconds, then I'm gonna say stop. We all hit enter or return. Everybody's auto write shows up, and it's fantastic, all right? And we read everybody's auto write, then we go watch this amazing video from SANDWICHE, and then we go to the Discord and we have a fucking good time there too. I'm still seeing the love come in the chat. Thank you all so much. You really, really lift me up every single Tuesday, every single Saturday, and every day in between. All right, I'm gonna start counting down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get to writing. And stop. Let's let these roll in. Okay. So I'll start reading mine and I'll let the rest of these come in. Here we go. It's begun again, and I'm not clear, nor is that even a good idea when hosting a live event. But here I remain and happy to be so. Love is a weird thing. How can I feel so much love for and from people I've never met? I don't know, but I do every day. Our love is only limited by our lack of creativity, I guess. Alex FMV, a jacket in a weird place, like a caveman in a normal place. I don't have 10 toes, I have 10 fingers. I only eat it upside down and there's a ghost in the corner, but I named her Guapa, so she's nice to me. I've only ever seen a monkey with purple butt pads and there's like 90 of them. Butt munch boogers. Very, very well done. Guilty art music, water trickles through pipes in the wall, a rhythmic patter of tranquility. In the silence of suburbia, it comforts me like a subway train ride through Brooklyn at 4 a.m. Noise and space and time, home. Raised on rhythm. The devil is in the details of what we think and do for ourselves and others in a world of chaos where little makes sense, but the experience of all is paramount and we can't let go because Jack from Titanic would never let go. And that's why Rose lived to be 101. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely fucking right, Raised on Rhythm. Madsy End Times. I'm brought back to thoughts of how much I've grown through my post-closet existence. Why can't the people I love grow too? Things were rough, but I'm rougher. Yes, you are. You're amazing, Madsy. Dartone the Third. I was outside smoking and the neighbor's dog who knew magic was peeing on my lawn, trying to cast a spell. From my balcony, I peed on the dog to claim my territory. Well done, Dartone. I'm Fatty Magoo. Sometimes when we're depressed, it's more of an indication that something is right with us, even though we're made to feel like it's a flaw. The world can be rough, and not being able to adjust to a society that is operating in a way that directly contradicts our humanity, well, it hurts. But it's still about what's wrong with the world and not me. Though sometimes it really is just me, LOL. I relate so hard. I'm Fatty Magoo. Naomi Bayomi Fami. My landlord is an old woman named Rose who bought the house new in 1979 and planted lots of roses, and now I have 24 rose bushes of amazing blooming gigantic roses all around my house. I love it. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Rose. That is true. That is awesome, Naomi. That is awesome. And thank you everyone for sharing your auto rights. Thanks for sharing your humanity with me, with Weird at Night. Thanks for bringing it to the Waniverse each and every time. You have no idea what a difference you really do make. So, It's been another incredible art voyage through the stars, and it's my absolute honor to spend this time with you all every Tuesday and Saturday night at 10 p.m. And tonight, we end the evening with a tale of tragedy, inspiration, and hilarity. SANDWICHE is a small YouTube channel that sent me a video they made a few months back that I think is fucking hilarious. While you're watching, please check out their YouTube channel. And the Northwest music scene is represented in this video. The lead actor is played by Elliot Preston from Peyote Ugly, with original music from Chris Wilkie of Blade Palace. And if Blade Palace sounds familiar, you might want to look in the chat and ask yourself why. I hope you enjoyed the evening. I really do sincerely love you all. I'll see you in the Discord, but for now, enjoy Tyler Tussel. Love you.
Cool. Should we start the interview?
We made it to the playoffs, the championship match. I get tackled. My life changed forever.
Just tell us what
you're My name is Tyler Tussel from Springfield, Illinois. Panther tried and true, Springfield. Yeah, I mean, I'm out here in Seattle now, but where I came from in Springfield, it's kind of defined who I am. I graduated from Springfield High in 2007. First string quarterback for the Panthers that my senior year, I was voted most likely to open a tire store. We were undefeated and we made it to the playoffs that season. And final matchup, the championship match, my life changed forever. I broke my dick off. I broke my dick clean off. You wouldn't believe it. Doctor tells me I broke my phallus in 3 places, and we're gonna have to remove it. I'm playing the best game of my life. We were good that season. And I was leading the league in yards, touchdowns. We went to state that year, and we were squared up against the Naperville Rockets. It was a close game. I'm sitting in there dropping back, nailing passes, nailing touchdowns, and they're coming back every single time. We're down by 6 points. There is 41 seconds left in the game. We need to get this touchdown. Coach tells me to call the play. I dial it up, I drop back 10, and as I'm releasing, I get tackled right in the dick.
And this will be the last play of the game, folks. Panthers down by 6. Tyler Tussel takes the snap, drops back on a long lob, Hennessy, and it's good! Tussel is down on the field, but Springfield is going to nationals.
My girlfriend dumped me. I couldn't satisfy her with my broken wiener. And it occurs to me one day as I'm walking by this dildo store that maybe there is a way. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe I can hollow this thing out and bring back what I've lost. We started pushing forward with the idea. We started it in the back of a laundromat, and within 2 years we had a factory. 13 years later, we have an emporium. We're making billions of dildos every year. As the Hollowed Out Dildo Emporium continued to grow, I needed to branch out to other cities and other networks. So I moved out to Seattle. I found myself with the opportunity to start 2 other businesses, one actually nonprofit. That's the Tussel Academy. From there, I've also started Northgate Coffee, located in the heart of Wallingford. Yeah, so I'm gonna walk you through a quick Northgate Coffee, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a cold mug, and we're gonna take a cold brew. We're gonna pour the cold brew into the cold mug, and what that does is that creates the Northgate Coffee. Yeah, I have nightmares. It's the sound of the crunching of the penis that will haunt me until the day that I die. But I keep pretty busy between Northgate Coffee, Tussel Academy, Hollowed Out Dildo Emporium. But I do try to make some time for myself, whether that's exercising, throwing the football around, or mocking up a new Hollowed Out Dildo design. So I'm out here living my best life. You know, hashtag Northgate Coffee, hashtag Hollowed Out Dildo Emporium, hashtag HOD. What would I tell a freshman who is just getting started with football? I tell him to stand up and put it out there and don't hesitate. Losing my rod has changed me, and I found a deeper rod within myself. You know, if I could go back, I wouldn't change a thing.
You're weird at night, so weird at night. Thanks for being so weird at night. For 100 nights, weird at night.
Freed from the shackles of time and space, we present WID